to the Pale Moon Circus. We're about to look at more reveals today. Today we'll look at our Queen, Golden Beast Tamer. Her skill, continuous. If you have 5 or more units on rear, you can give all your rears plus 3k in the front row. So all your front rears getting plus 3k. It's a nice continuous skill to have. It allows them to hopefully hit more numbers a bit more consistently, and with the amount of bring out soul we have in swaps, it's a very nice skill to hold. Next skill is auto count +1 per card from your hand to soul. When this unit attacks, you pay that cost and call up to 2 units from your soul to rear. That's a +1 to your rear. It adds more pressure on attack to your opponent. She doesn't need to call to the same column, so you can call 2 new units like 2 Jills if you have them to 2 separate rears and bring out more grade 1s, or bring it to the Excel circle. Bring out Alice again, bring out Comical Chimera. A lot of combos we can do with this that add to the pressure. Next, we're going to look at Magical Box Trimmer. His skill, when opponent's attack hits, you can count it hits him. So when he's hit, counterblast 2, discard a card, call up to 5 cards from your soul to rear guard. It is like a deterrent to your opponent who wants to rush you. They'll have to think, they'll have to look into your soul, they'll have to decide, is it worth attacking and rushing you? Is there something in your soul they you want out? It's all that kind of thing they'll have to think about before committing to a whole rush. And if they do, they then have to hope they have the defense, or that you don't have the units that you want in there. His second skill is if you have another one of him, and so he becomes a 12k attack on your turn. So with this, he's 15k with Golden Beast Tamer skill. That's mostly all on Excel Circle 25k. So he can be a nice speeder against force. He can also, but more it's just that early game pressure, that early game deterrent that he's nice for. Because we're Excel clan, it's nice not to be rushed too much early. Next card, a returning actor to the stage. It's Midnight Bunny. Midnight Bunny's skill is she now gained a new skill from all her practicing, Soul Charge 1 when she boosts. So it's a nice optional Soul Charge we can go with now. For early Soul Charge, for grade 2 turn Soul Charge. Her next skill will you never need to change something that's not broken. So her second skill is still when she boosts and the attack hits, counterblast 1 per. She then pops into the soul, and after she's gone into the soul, you can bring out anything from soul to rear except grade 1s now. So she's now stopped. So it now stops Trapeze's loop. So she can't mix with Trapezes too much in premium. She can do good with Alice in standard, switch with Alice at times. If you have an empty Excel circle, or maybe if you use Comical Chimera and that rear is now gone, you can put her to, you can pressure her to go into soul, so then you can bring out Alice for another attack or anything that you may need. So I like her. She can be seen at 3 to 4 off at this time, but we don't know what else might come. We have to see what Trapezes does. Next for the reveal of this morning is Starting Presenter. He will cleanse the show and show everyone how the circus begins. So his skill is Soul Charge 1 when he's placed from hand. So when you place him on your Vanguard circle, or when you place him on a rare from hand, then you get the Soul Charge. I feel that's why they made him a rare, because it's not Soul Charge from anywhere. And then his second skill is when he's ridden upon, you may put a card from hand to soul, Soul Charge 1, and then you may call the card you soul charged from soul to rare. So you are limited to if you can hopefully soul charge something good like a Jill, an Alice, anything that's not a trigger. So it's kind of, I would compare it to a first turn gyro slinger in a way of prayer cards from hand soul, but instead of it going to the bottom of the deck, if you don't want to call it, it will go to the soul. It's optional, something you have to think about. Do I do it now? Do you need to do it at this time? It's all that kind of thing to think about.